Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is East 9. We are back into the prison and right now we're gonna explore it. Yes, at first we broke out and now we are going to break back in. And the main reason for it? We need more information, we need more intelligence, and there is one person in here that helped us get out, which I hope we might be able to help escape. Prisoner 212. I can't remember if we already know his name, but I'm sure if we find him, it's one of the things we're gonna ask.
Watch out for those guards. We can use our gifts to sneak past them.
We can. And we will. Just need to make sure we don't leave behind any treasure. Well, I doubt there will be a lot of treasure in here. So what are we exactly looking for? I think just a prison cell of 212, isn't it?
Man.
No, you're in it. Is there anything else here for us? Yes. Oh. Well, those aren't outfits you see every day. I take it you're not from around here. You wouldn't happen to be those monstrums everybody's been talking about? Crimson King? Who is this man? Thanks again for the fork. Oh? Don't tell me. Well now, I never would have guessed. That was nothing short of astounding, almost like magic. Are you sure this is okay? Revealing your true identity? It would seem the trick is on the other foot this time around. Exactly what happened after you broke out? Or have you always possessed this power? You relay the entire story of how things have played out to inmate 212 in full detail. I see. Adol, was it? Well, you must be that adventurer the guard keeps gossiping about. Allow me to introduce myself, in turn. My name is Parks. Glad to see you're doing well. As well as one can do locked up in a cell, I suppose. I'm surprised you returned to the prison at all, much less to investigate it. But let me tell you now that getting a full picture of this place will be far from easy. What makes you say that? Just getting here was hard enough already. This prison's interior features a complex layout and of security locations. Even the guards themselves have difficulty traveling between them. With it in mind, I can only imagine how much harder it would be for you. Then, what should we do now? As you may know, Balduq prison once operated as a fortress. There may yet remain a good many escape routes to the outside, owing to just that. If I were to guess, that underground passage you snuck in from was just one of such routes. So you mean, we have to find those other ones and try sneaking in again? It would appear so. Sounds like fun. Exactly, Adol. You think so? I certainly wouldn't expect anything less from a self-proclaimed adventurer. Parks, right? Do you have some sort of agenda here in the prison too? It's just, well, you seem to have gathered a fair bit of information. Well now, aren't you a perceptive one, miss? Krysha Pendleton. Ah, from the company. You have a different air about you from the rest of your family. Even more so, if you colluded with an escaped villain in a place like this. Well, that's because... Oh, no need to be so nervous. You're doing this because you have to, no? You're here on no one's accord but your own. I can see it in your eyes. Yes, that's right. The same goes for me. I came to this prison seeking the whereabouts of a friend. You did? Is that why you got arrested?
Maybe...
Well, I suppose you could put it that way. I've been unable to get a hold of the young man in question for quite some time. This is the last place he should be, but I'd heard reports stating as much nevertheless. I couldn't understand how or why. There's no crime he could be guilty of after all. Have you managed to find him yet? In a sense. Apparently he's being held in a different sector, but I'm afraid I'm at my limit as far as an investigation this place goes. Then why don't you break out with us? Ah, so you're inviting me to escape with you again. True, this would be the most opportune time for it. It sounds certainly preferable to breaking out here on my own. But are you sure about this? I don't have powers like the two of you. Well, we all have our roles to play. I can only hope to manage to suit mine. Farewell then. I suppose this isn't the first time you've bailed me out, as it were. Can I count on the two of you to escort me out of this prison? Oh, of course. Wow, you can break locks now? Just like that? No forks required anymore, it seems. Now then, lead the way, you two. It's time I took a stand myself. I really thought the game was going to take it easy and just show me at the exit of the prison instead of going through it the whole entire way. That sound. It's the warning bell. Seems they've caught on to our little scheme. There they are. Wait, you're the White Cat and the Crimson King. How did the monstrums manage to break in? Ah, we gotta take care of them before we slip into the waterway. Let's go, Crimson King. Oh, I feel almost sorry for them. Almost. Too strong. Why are the monstrums helping a prisoner escape? Come on, now's our chance. Let's go. Adol and Krysha managed to shake off the pursuing guard soon after. They then proceeded to escort Parks over to the entrance of the Cloaca Maxima. After safely making their escape, the three headed back to their base at the main gate. So, are we gonna gather up more people to be in that base of ours? And this is big enough, there's room for a lot of people. Looks like the Crimson King and the White Cat snuck into the prison. The Crimson King, huh? He's that new monstrum that showed up, right? I guess this means they really are all in cahoots after all. Everyone's always talking about how cool he looks. Wouldn't mind meeting him someday. All that aside, the fact of the matter is that they are breaking inmates out of prison. Ah, what an awful fright. Who knows what kind of criminals those monstrums are freeing? Just what is the Roman garrison doing about all of this anyway? As usual, the Hieroglyph Knights are the only one who we can depend on. Master Shadowlord would have rounded up those monstrums all at once. Makes you wonder why the Knights aren't in charge of guarding the city instead. So we are creating strife between the different companies within the city.
What happened in the prison. Anyhow, Adol, take a look at all this. I get that it makes it less conspicuous for us to be coming and going with people here and all, but I'm not especially excited about the whole hiding in plain sight idea. A bar, of all things. He might play the part of a quiet old man, but that Parks, gets the job done.
Well, I'm glad he's so reliable.
Yeah.
You really can't judge a book by its cover, huh? Well, I guess a bar is the perfect place for gathering information.
Nonsense. I couldn't have done it alone. Carla from Pendleton was of great help. And that was thanks to you, Adol.
That reminds me. Carla mentioned she knew trustworthy people who could staff the bar.
Is that so? I wonder who they are.
If I remember right, the bar manager was some guy. He should be here soon.
My word! Look at how gorgeous this place is!
The perfect person to lead a bar. An extravagant old man, young man.
Wow, it really is.
I like them already.
You must be Adol. And a doll you certainly are. You're even cuter than I thought.
Doll?
Oh, Dogi. Of course I didn't forget about you. Those biceps are quite simply...
Ravaging.
ravishing.
I guessed it perfectly. Oh, I've seen this type so much. It reminds me of that guy in Dragon Quest XI. Same vibe.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, I like these type
Allow
of
me to
characters.
introduce myself. I am Shantae. From here on, I will be your lovely bar manager.
He is something else, ain't he?
That's one way to say it.
Maybe he's just what we need.
And I'm Yufa. I'll be your hostess. I can't wait to start working with everyone.
Well, she definitely has to look for a hostess.
Whew, she seems harmless at least.
Good. Now that we're all here, as manager, I wish to discuss the first order of business. Without one, a bar wouldn't be a bar at all.
And what's that?
Alcohol and ingredients.
My dear Adol, why don't you take a guess?
Patrons? You gotta have food, we gotta have... Yes, a bar got to have alcohol. The food is secondary, but also very important. But without alcohol, it's not a bar. At best, it's a restaurant.
Oh no, but so close. The booze comes after we decide on the menu.
Aww.
Give up? The answer is simple. What the bar needs is a proper name.
That was not an option.
You're right, Shantae. A name is important.
Don't worry, I picked out a perfect name just for you, Adol darling. Are you ready for this?
I hope it's not something inappropriate.
I heard you travel quite a bit, Adol. But because of your predicament, you're no longer able to do so.
Oh, you don't say.
You're a flower capable of planting your roots anywhere, no matter how barren or harsh.
Oh god, what's the name gonna be?
And when spring arrives, a cute, robust yellow flower will bloom. Soon after, it becomes a fluffy cloud of little seeds that float into the wind on a new journey. You, my dear Adol, are a dandelion. And that's what this bar shall be called.
It's not so bad. I would go for the boar hut, but that's a personal preference.
I was aghast when Carla told me what happened to you. But I will do everything I can to help you float into the wind again.
Dandelion, huh? I like the sound of that.
You see, I was confident they'd be great. They're perfect for the job.
Yeah, I have to say, I was skeptical, but I think we'll be just fine.
I'm glad everyone's happy. By the way, Adol darling, I have a message for you from Carla.
And the message is... Oh, do we need to go back to Carla for that? Oh, she's starting up her own business. Actually, a flower business would be perfect for her.
Hello, Adol.
It really would be. What are you up to?
I guess there's no use hiding it. The truth is, I've always wanted to open a flower shop.
Why a flower shop?
Well, you see, I was relying on the White Cat's powers, hoping it would help people. But it wasn't helping anybody. Not truly. All this time, I was either hiding behind the Pendleton name, or the White Cat. That's why I decided to do something. Not as a member of Pendleton, nor the White Cat, but as me, Krysha. I'm doing this for myself.
You're not afraid of her? Yeah, I think the both one would be better. That takes a lot of courage.
Thanks. I built the shop and picked these flowers all by myself. I wanted to give it a personal touch. And best of all, I can consult for my own business free of charge.
I support your decision, I totally do. Because right now, if she starts her own business, she can decide how to run it. And she already told us that the way Pendleton is run, that's not her way. Here, she can be a business for the people and not for the cash.
Thank you, Adol. Before this, everything I did was a result of a decision someone else made for me. But you're different, Adol. You travel on a road to your own destination. And if a road doesn't exist, you make one.
It's not as cool as you're describing. Sometimes there are monsters, sometimes you destroy a world or two. But yeah, it's still an adventure.
But it is. You've inspired me to be brave. Like you, Adol.
Look, they're building something new here.
Are you opening a shop here?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be open for business very soon. I hope you'll all have a chance to visit. What kind of shop is it gonna be?
It's already a lovely sight for sore eyes in this dreary part of town.
Thank you for doing this, Adol. It seems this is just what she needed to finally take that first step. She's a smart girl with so much potential, but she's too kind for a place like Pendleton. The company's success is driven by sheer capital and steep profit margins. There's no need for her to be forced into that kind of environment.
You really do love your sister, don't you? Yeah, I love that answer.
It's merely a pragmatic observation. Despite her gentle nature and the fact that she's adopted, we're actually quite similar.
You're not blood related?
I suppose you could put it that way, but it doesn't matter to me. I wouldn't treat her differently for something as trivial as that.
Thank you for helping the dandelion. Hell yeah. Because if she helped us become a bar and even managed to arrange a manager for us, thanking her is the least we need to do.
There's no need for thanks. Think of it as a favor returned for helping Krysha and me. Since you'll be in Balduq for a while, I'm sure we'll meet again soon.
Definitely. I don't know if there are love interests, but Carla is a pretty good one.
Interesting. So this is the adventurer Adol Christin.
The generous white cat could hardly be seen again in the shantytown. Naturally, some of the residents expressed their resentment toward her, but the positivity of a single voice resonated over them. That voice belonged to Krysha, cheerfully advertising the day's freshest arrangements. It was the first budding flower of many more to come in Shantytown. Meanwhile, okay. So who's waking up in prison now? My head's killing me. How long have I been out for? Adol? Looks like I'm in a prison cell. It's so quiet in here. I should take a look around. Okay. So, Adol is in prison? Is this like another time or something? Because the outfit looks different as well, so... Is this like a future version of Adol? Like where we end up with? It does at the same level as we have right now. Weird. We'll figure it out. We'll think about theories and then examine them. There appears to be something shimmering on the floor. Adol extended his arm with all his might, reeling the shiny object in with his fingers.
You're finally awake.
Where am I?
As you can see, you're in Balduq prison.
I think maybe the question would better be, when am I? How long have I been here?
I'm afraid I don't know. I've just been assigned to watch you.
What's going to... no, I need to speak with someone outside.
Sorry, but I can't allow that. I'll bring you food and water, and I'll check up on you on my rounds. Don't try anything funny, okay? Even if you somehow get out of that cell, you'll never find your way out of the prison.
Don't worry, I won't do anything funny, because everyone knows I have no sense of humor.
Recently, some monstrum called the Crimson King supposedly snuck in.
But that's me. And him saying recently would almost make it that it's happening at the same time. Okay, it's getting even weirder now.
There was a big fuss about it, but we're safe here. No one gets in or out. We're in the most secure part of the prison, the special sector.
Could it be that the moment Aprilis shot us, it split our personality in two, like a pure Adol and the Monstrum Adol? Maybe? It's an idea, but this is very weird. Definitely something worth investigating. Twilight Shards 203. So, okay, so basically all the Nox we've gathered and we haven't used, we'll be getting Twilight Shards for. And what are Twilight Shards? I'm guessing we'll get to know that really soon. A few days later. So you must be the alter ego of the White Cat, huh? Don't take this the wrong way, but I was expecting someone more outgoing. Oh, sorry to disappoint. I thought that if I talked a certain way, I might gradually become more like that. Ah, so that's why you sounded so different. I also didn't think Adol would find out the way he did. I'm just happy that you felt comfortable enough to visit as is. This bar was designed to be a secure location where Monstrum can collaborate. You'll be safe here. Make yourself at home. Thank you very much. I didn't know the prison was in such a rough state. We'll need to find you guys a way to check out the other sections. Ah, that's not all. I have new information to report. Not too long ago, I was digging around through a list of prisoners for the past 6 months. I discovered that some people were detained despite having no charges. They're arresting people who haven't done anything wrong. Those bastards. I wonder how many innocent people are there now. Currently, at least 5 that I know of. Still, that's too many falsely convicted citizens to be a simple faux pas. Your friend, is he one of them? Yes. What if we break into prison? We might find him there. Nah, that's alright. What do you think they look like? I'm afraid I don't know, but any information you could find would help. Adol, be on the lookout for anybody who looks like they might be one of them, okay? And here I thought Balduq was supposed to be a safe place. Speaking of which, I hear one of the Monstrum is particularly dangerous. He will supposedly attack anyone bearing any semblance of a warrior, unprovoked. The feral hawk, right? Oh yeah, what's he like? Well, how to put it? He's aggressive and rowdy, with a bad temper to boot. He's not even afraid of the Roman soldiers or the hieroglyph knights. He's been especially unruly when he gets drunk. Now that you sound like a guy you'd lock up and drop the key into the ocean for. Believe me, Warden Balduq had been trying for a long time. The Warden is a virtuous man. Yeah. For the time being, Adol, your goal is to undo the barriers around the city. You should also search for other ways to sneak into the prison. I'm coming with you. Let's go, Adol. Alright, so it looks like Krysha and the White Cat is now a permanent member of our party, and I see that Hawk will be our next one. Oh, Adol, I nearly forgot. There's something I wanted to show you. It's an antique lantern or something. It looks like it's gone through a lot, doesn't it? Funny story, last night on my way home from the shop a woman approached me. She was dressed in black. She said her name was Aprilis? Out of nowhere, she hands me this weird looking lantern. The Lantern of Crossing, she called it. Said it could use it to help the Crimson King. With a lantern? Hey, if what she said was true, then it must be able to. The Grimwald Nox you were just talking about, it's like an alternate world monstrums are forced to fight in, right? Apparently anyone, monstrum or not, can get into the Grimwald Nox with this lantern. So I figure, hey, what's there to lose? If it's something I can use to help you, then it's alright in my book. It reminds me of the Isle of Siren, definitely, 100%. It's just like raid battles or at Castaway Village. And that's not all it can do. This lantern can recreate instances of the Grimwald you've encountered in the past. If you think that's something you'd want to check out, come see me. Oh, one last thing. Turns out there's use for those Twilight Shards you've been picking up. With this lantern you can exchange them for something that might come in handy. That just about sums it up. Keep giving good fights out there, alright? Hell yeah. The Dandelion, a prime location for your hideout. Before you venture into the city, speak to your friends in the Dandelion first. Collaborators, companions who support Adol's monstrum activities while gathering up at the Dandelion. Make the most of the Dandelion as the base of your adventure. Members of the Dandelion provide support during Grimwald Nox battles, just like with Lacrimosa Arena. Alright, no problem whatsoever. Use the Lantern of Crossing to exchange Twilight Shards for items and materials. Okay, so it does work to grind out more Nox points. Alright, we'll do it. I think this is the most interesting one. 100 charge per potion. Actually not bad. Actually not bad. A mystical oil dense with abysmal magic. Alright. I can get behind that. So basically we can grind for Nox points, and after the chapter we get more elixirs. That's pretty good. Look around, cause if we want to save we need to get out of here, so let's talk. Ah, give me a holler if there's something I can do. Ritual Relics. Use materials to install and enhance relics that assist you in the Grimwald Nox battles. Challenge a Grimwald Nox of the past. Yes. Of course, just like we enhanced the base that cost the village. Ritual Relic Decoy. Disorientates enemies by drawing them away from the swing.
What do you want to make?
The original swing, and yeah, we definitely want to make decoys.
Let's do that. That's a wrap.
Let's upgrade what we can, as much as we can.
Let's do this. What do you
Because the
think?
higher it is,
Leave it to me. That's a wrap.
the better they function as a decoy against enemies, and of course the more decoys we have. But right now we already have 3, and if we level up we get 4, so that's really good. Enhancement levels. It's just basically extra durability so it can take more hits.
Leave it to me. That's
We
a
shouldn't
wrap.
have to do this because I don't allow it to be hit.
Leave it to me. That's a wrap.
But if it will help me get more points
Let's
during the
do
fights,
this. What do you think?
I will take it. Radio level 5, Crimson Spar and Spirit Lumber and more Spirit Lumber. Alright.
That should do it.
Yeah, as
Good
soon as
work
we
out there.
see those items, we're probably gonna grind for them, so we have enough to upgrade it even for a few more levels. And I'm sure we're gonna get even more items than that to upgrade the Grimwald Nox. Ah, that reminds me, Adol. Dogi informed me that you were putting together a map of Balduq. It just so happens that I too am curious about the topography of this region as a whole. It would be wonderful if you could share your progress with me every so often. I don't mind at all. Ha, you do me a great service. Where I'm not a fugitive or a clumsy clod, I did not hesitate to lend you a hand. Alas, I must depend on you to gather information in the prison. Map completion, report back, get items. Right? Just like the captain at Castaway Village. It's a pretty big place, and I have to say, they decked it out really nicely. And here's a bar. Whoa, I didn't expect to find a joint like this here. Looks pretty cozy in here too. Maybe I'll grab a drink or two. Don't mind if you do, as long as you pay for it. Hey, Adol, could I grab you for a moment? You can grab me anytime. What do you need?
Yeah.
Great, Shante wanted me to show you something. Ta-da! This is where we're putting up all the requests we get. What kind of request? Oh, I'm glad you asked. In the past few days, the Crimson King has made quite the impression on Balduq. It's gotten to the point where some people want him to help them with things. These requests are posted right here on the bulletin board. Shanta said that completing them could improve the monstrum's reputation. Whether or not you want to do them is up to you. But be sure to check out the bulletin board whenever you come back to the Dandelion, okay? Yeah, side quest and to basically increase your reputation with people in town. No problem. Same reason I handled with other side quests. Side quest gets priority over anything else. Hello there, Adol darling. As you can see, the Dandelion is absolutely bursting at the seams. Hopefully it's not just a fad. We only have just opened. It will be my job to win the hearts of every customer so they keep coming back. Oh, that's right. If you're going out for your work, aren't you? You'll need to keep your energy up, so let me know if you're feeling famished. I'll prepare a fabulous meal made especially for hard workers like yourself. Thanks? Oh, but of course, my dear. You'd get tired of the food if you were always eating from a standard menu. so I thought you'd enjoy it more if the staff meals were different than usual. You know, it may be hard to believe, but I used to helm a kitchen in a pub once. All I need are recipes and main ingredients, and I'll make you whatever your heart desires. Oh, and we can't forget about the small shopping fee for the other supplies. Dang, it's not free? This is a business, my dear Adol. You have the responsibility to maintain it. Why don't you start with flour? With it, I can bake baguettes for you. I'm eager to see what kind of recipes you'll bring me, Adol, darling. Yes. Cool.
Oh, the suspense is killing
Just
me.
break up. Okay, so the meal I'm looking for, which they also had in Lacrimosa, is the meal that gives us extra experience. The reason I want it, if we eat it at a boss, we'll get a lot more experience and we level up a lot faster. And the faster we level up, the less I have to grind and the faster we can progress with the story. See where I'm going at? So that's gonna be really good. So
Come back next time you need.
I'm sure we can figure out what kind of ways we need to do to get recipes. Maybe go to other food stalls, maybe buy a recipe from the shop. Or maybe we just get them from doing side quests. Or just talking to people. Definitely things to find out. Okay, your friends at the Dandelion will now be assisting you in various ways. You must dispel the magical barriers in order to continue your investigations. Barriers are dispelled by overcoming the Grimwald Nox in the Miasma vortex. Go to the main gates in the central district first, but keep your eye on the bulletin board. Yeah, okay, so this is basically exactly what we were talking about last time. If we fill in the boxes, we'll get a vortex which we can then defeat. So yeah, I like it. Let's do it. Alright, so we have two quests. Illness Inquiry, Kaya in the agricultural district, and Jeffrey Shantytown. I know this guy. This is the guy that wants extra money so you can go on retirement. Oh, Fountain Plaza in the central district. Isn't he then? He does look a lot like them. Okay, so we got the central district one and agriculture one. Both short, so definitely needed to be done before we do any more story related points. Yeah, we will. Can we get out now? Yes, we can. And there's one thing I really want to check out. There it is. Is there any way for us to get there already? Yes, there it is. I saw the chest in the beginning of the game and it's been bugging me all that time. Now we can get it. Even if it's just for 2 reasons.
It's the monstrums.
No, it isn't. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it here. Next time we're gonna do the 2 side quests we've just picked up. And in between episodes I will grind for more Nox. I don't know if I will go fully to complete both symbols. But we'll see how it goes. If we do, then next time, next to the side quest, we'll also try to deplete the Miasma vortexes we've been activated across town. So, that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.